President Trump ordered the U.S. strikes without seeking congressional approval, and negotiations over Iran's nuclear program were ongoing, though Trump had said yesterday that he was not happy with the way those talks were progressing. Jackson Proskow joins us now from Washington. So, Jackson, what's the president's endgame here? What do you think motivated his administration to take this step?
Well, Jeff, we should be clear that there was no evidence of an immediate threat, but White House officials have said that Iran's ambition for nuclear weapons and its ballistic missile programs were the justification for today's strike. President Donald Trump also saw an opportunity to topple a government that's been weakened by recent protests and by last year's 12-day war with Israel. And so the president is essentially betting that he can now spark a popular uprising and have the people of Iran oust the regime, while the U.S. keeps its role limited to just airstrikes. In an interview with Axios, Trump said he has built in several off-ramps for this operation and said, quote, "I can go long and take over the whole thing, or end it in 2 or 3 days and tell the Iranians, see you again in a few years if you start rebuilding." Now, that suggests that the idea of a short operation with new ultimatums is still on the table. We should be clear that Trump has also felt emboldened by the recent success of both his operation in Venezuela to capture Nicolas Maduro and last year's strikes on Iran's nuclear program. But, Jeff, it's not clear at this point if this operation will be as simple, as smooth as either of those.
All right. And obviously it comes as Iran's proxies, Hezbollah and Hamas, have been severely weakened. Politically speaking, though, for the president, how risky is this intervention, do you think?
You know, it's remarkable that Trump has put almost no effort into building the case for war with the American public. Only in recent days has the administration really tried to suggest that Iran poses some sort of vague threat to the U.S. And by going down this road, Trump has also bypassed approval from lawmakers in Congress. They hold the power to actually authorize war. Now, even if Trump did get approval at this point, conflict with Iran is politically toxic for him. Remember, he campaigned against wars in the Middle East and more recently has tried to brand himself as the, quote, peace president. As of right now, Trump still hasn't outlined what his clear end goal is here. And unless something changes quickly, that is as risky as things can get for a president just months before voters head to the polls in midterm elections.
All right, Jackson Proskow in Washington. Thanks, Jackson.